Well, good day, viewers, and welcome to today's Sports Wrap Show. I am your host, Brian Munango, updating you with the latest sports news. Well, the photo that you guys do see in the background, that's Bethel Mudeu, who has scored another goal for Namibia in the game against Seychelles. This man has been the man on form at the COSAFA Cup tournament, but we'll be talking more about that a little bit later. Before we do get into the hit list, let's take a look at what you can expect this weekend with NTV production, and you can definitely tune into DSTV channel 285. Well, earlier today, we did have the launch of the Nedbank City Dash at the Nedbank campus, and we just got a few words from the Minister of Sports herself, Agnes Chongarero. Let's have a listen at what she had to say about the Nedbank City Dash.
To talk to you is this launch of 2024 edition of the Nedbank City Dash. This event stands as a testament to the resilience, the English also name, collaboration and indomitable spirit of running that we, all of us, hold dear in our nation. First, allow me to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Nedbank Namibia for their unwavering commitment in fostering athleticism and community engagement in our country. Your dedication to this cause is truly commendable. In recent years, we've witnessed a remarkable surge in the popularity of running among Namibians from all walks of life. This growth is no coincidence. Running is, in its beautiful simplicity, is perhaps the most inclusive sport. We have it. All of us have it. It has a unique power to touch the lives of all Namibians, regardless of your age, your background, or your ability. Ladies and gentlemen, the beauty of running lies in its accessibility and adaptability. Whether you are a child just discovering the joy of movement, a senior maintaining an active lifestyle, or anyone in between, running welcomes you. It can be tailored to any fitness level, from a gentle walk to an accelerating sprint. Its flexibility allows us, all of us, into fitness and into our diverse lifestyle and schedules, making it a truly democratic sport. But running is more than just physical activity. It's a holistic practice that nurtures both body and mind. Physically, it strengthens our heart, improves blood circulation, and helps maintaining a healthy weight, not like some of us will have to lose a little bit. Mentally, it releases endorphin, reduces stress, anxiety, and depression. Many runners even describe the rhythmic nature of running as meditative, offering a moment of peace in our busy lives. Moreover, running connects with our surroundings, encouraging an appreciation for nature, and promoting outdoor activity. In a world increasingly dominated by stress, and this indoor, it's good, but I also think that outdoor is more better. Ladies and gentlemen, the Nedbank City Dash embodies all these qualities. It's not just a race, it's a celebration of inclusivity and within the community. We anticipate a diverse array of participants, from elite athletes pushing their limits to enthusiastic beginners taking their first steps, to families enjoying a fun, active outing together. This year's event promises to showcase one of the greatest lineup in Namibian running history. I must also commend the co-sponsors, Cycletech, Checkers, and Ultra Running Shoes, for joining hands with Nedbank Namibia in this noble endeavor. Your collective efforts form a united front in elevating sport in Namibia. Nedbank Namibia's commitment to actively and intentionally doing good in our communities is particularly noteworthy. This aligns perfectly with our government's vision for a healthier, more vibrant Namibia. Your impact extends far beyond the realm of finance, touching lives and fostering community spirit. In closing, I once again express my deepest gratitude to Nedbank Namibia, all co-sponsors, and our vibrant running community for their relentless dedication. We look forward to seeing you all on September 8, 2024 for what promises to be an epic race. Thank you, and may the spirit of running continue to unite and inspire our nation. Thanks.
Well, the date is set, so there is no excuse for anyone to definitely not take part in the Nedbank City Dash that takes place on the 8th of September. Looking forward to another event. We do have the annual Namibian Sports Awards that takes place for the 20th time this year. And with that, we also do have a Hall of Fame that has been inaugurated as part of the awards, just to celebrate 20 years of excellency in sports. We do have 2 interviews from the event yesterday, so let's have a look at that.
Velders, who is the chairperson of the Namibian Sports Commission. Thus, I would do justice to his speech and read it as is. Board members present this morning, Director of Sports in the Ministry of Sports, Youth and National Service, presidents and representatives of federations, chairperson of the judging panel and members of the judges panel, the staff members of the Namibian Sports Commission, the team behind this event, members of the media and those connected via electronic transmission. Today we are gathered here this morning to witness yet another achievement of celebrating sports excellence since the inception of Sports Awards. We are here to celebrate the 20th anniversary. What a milestone that we launched this event for the 20th time. What makes this year's event significant is the fact that since 2018, the Namibian Sports Commission embarked on introducing the Wall of Fame project. However, these plans were put on hold due to the COVID-19 pandemic. However, this year, we are here to ensure that we combine the 20th anniversary with the Wall of Fame. Dear esteemed guests, join me this morning with a joyful mood as we witness the official launch of the 20th anniversary of this event. As alluded by the project directors about the purpose and how this year's event will look, I'm very happy that the two events will bring sport to greater height. Namibian athletes have competed in significant competitions this year, and it is important to recognize both individual and team accomplishments. To reward accomplishments and make it feasible for Namibian athletes to be recognized and honored for their accomplishments in the various sports codes, I hereby call upon Corporate Namibia to come on board and work with the Namibian Sports Commission. Equally, I also want to thank everyone who has supported us and continues to support us in giving our athletes the recognition they deserve. Finally, allow me to officially appreciate the efforts by our line ministry, all our partners, sponsors, and our esteemed stakeholders, especially our registered National Sports Code. Without you, this event cannot become a reality. It is therefore my privilege that I officially launch the 20th anniversary of Namibian Annual Sports Awards and the first Hall of Fame 2024. See you all on the night of the 23rd of November 2024, where we will celebrate 20 years of sporting excellence. I'm initially a little bit ahead, but may the Lord be with us. We all that are here will live up to 2024. Amen.
All protocol is observed. Yeah, I don't know whether I deserve to be on a wall of fame, but first of all, let's look at in the dictionary. What does it say? What is fame? First, we need to understand before we talk about it. So, what is fame? It's not a class, so I'm just gonna read here. It is a state of being known or talked about by many people for sporting excellence or achievement. Maybe by winning an Olympic gold medal or silver medal or world championship medal, then you're famous. That's fame when we talk about sporting excellence, isn't it? I think those would be some of the benchmarks that we're looking at when we nominate candidates to be indicted or entitled on the Wall of Fame. So that meaning that I've never won one of those medals, so Jovita, I'm sorry, I can't be a candidate for that. Having me say that, yes, we're looking at Namibia Sport Wall of Fame. In many other countries, there's a Wall of Fame. There's also a Hall of Fame. Those are two different things. I mean, a wall is just a wall. In a hall, you can see it's a big building. What's inside a building? It's a big like your office. Can we see it? So, it is basically a dedicated space that displays the names, pictures, and details of exceptional Namibian sports performers and also contributors. Now, contributors could also be journalists. Can you see? It's not only, it can also be administrators. It can be, we say, oh, this sport code X has done excellent, but who was the driving force behind this sport code? That's a contributor. So that person deserves to be on the Wall of Fame. Is it? Okay? But with the Wall of Fame, we want to honor and reward sporting excellence by our top athletes, top officials, and any contributor. That's basically what it's all about. More details on the venue for the Wall of Fame, because I know the journalists, the media, everyone wants to know where it's gonna be. When are we starting? When it's gonna be the same date with the sport awards? I know they will ask those questions. But before you get to that, hold on your horses. More details on the venue for the Wall of Fame, the criterion to be used, and also to find the suitable candidates, and how many per year we will do as well, will be revealed in due course at a separate event than this one, when we launch the logo, because there must be a different logo. If you look at our sport award, they have their own special logo. So we're going to run a competition where we establish a logo for the Wall of Fame. Once we have that, and also at the same event, we're going to also announce the adjudication panel or the committee, because the board, we're sitting with our bosses here, the board are the one to establish who will be these judges, to make sure that we get always the best people, not like me or any John Rapids being on the Wall of Fame. It's not going to work like that. So it's going to be a strict criterion to be followed, but everything will be spelled out once the logo is established and every information has been given to you. Director of Ceremonies, with those few words, I thank you.
Well, you guys have heard 23rd of November is the magic date as to when the event will be taking place. You'll be seeing us there. Hopefully, we can grab ourselves a few awards once more again like we did last year. But yeah, fingers crossed. Game Changer is up next, so please do stay tuned and we'll be back right after the break. Well, looking forward from the game that we did have against the Vodacom Blue Bulls, speaking about the Windhoek Beerwil Vichas, definitely a big defeat for Namibia, but Alistair Coetzee does not let that and his team bring them down. So we look forward to the next game against Portugal on the 13th of July. Here, Alistair Coetzee just gives us an update on a few positives to take away from the game against the Vodacom Blue Bulls. So let's have a listen to Alistair Coetzee with a video compiled by Otis Daniels.
What lessons do you take from the match against the Blue
The
Bulls?
biggest lesson, Otis, and I think the people of Namibia must understand this, the biggest lesson, we've got an amateur setup. Amateur versus professional. So professionalism. So I can understand people might come here and watch the Velvetias and feel, damn it, but yeah, that's not good enough. It will never be better than that. This is when you play club rugby and you've got to jump all the way playing against players who played in URC and Championship League.
Yes.
Because, you know, when Jake wanted to win the URC, he pulled out the URC top guys, and these guys a month ago played in the best league in Europe against Toulon, against Munster, against Leinster.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
and that is the result. You know, we
Yes.
top professionals training 8 to 5 whole week, where we had to train, no excuses, just reality,
Yes.
twice a week, which they do twice in one session in one day.
Yes.
You know, and but the learnings always brilliant, because how many games do we play as a Namibian, as a Welwitschia side?
Yes, coach.
Very few games, you know. So this was the first game as a group together, and obviously for the club players, it's been a hell of a step up, a hell of a
yes.
step up.
Yes.
Physicality, conditioning. I think what hit them the most is the intensity at which the game is played at this level.
Yes, coach.
You know, so if you don't train long enough at this intensity, and we're getting used to, but that is where we need to get to.
Yes.
And this is exactly the start of the new cycle, is to make sure we give our local players opportunity. Yes, but we cannot be disappointed in where we are now, because
Yes.
it's a process.
Yes,
It's a
coach.
process that we all have to buy in, you know, and work towards getting them up to a level, maybe not as a full-time professional,
Yes.
but is a better level than what we are at this point in time. So there were good things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly, coach. What
There were,
positives do
a
you
couple
take?
of positives. You know, when the first couple of minutes, we created space, exactly with the space that you spoke about when Lloyd went down the touchline. And it's just that it's a lack of experience. We need to have patience
Yes.
with ball in hand.
Yes.
So if you turn the ball around in contact, you stand behind your post.
Yes.
And you know, in the carry sometimes too high, we got knocked by double hits, we're knocked back, and
Yes.
it slowed our ball down. So now we learned that yes, carry height is important. We've got to target the hips to recycle quick ball. So when we were on the front foot
Yes.
and we got quick ball, we actually did some good things on attack.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, defensively, it was a bit of, they were dominating the collision, and we were always going back, you know, so
Yes.
had momentum. But we know now we have to stop the momentum, but good double tackles, one low and one on the ball.
Yes.
So those are the lessons. The other big thing is, if you don't kick in the system, then it's easy for the opposition and those fast runners like a Fabian, Sergio Peterson, Devin Williams, for them to have a go in open
Yes.
field play, you know,
Yes.
and they're game breakers in that regard. So also respect the structure. That's the main other thing. And the third big point, set piece. We got to find parity at set piece.
Yes.
You know? But great lesson in total for all the players. They know now what they should do to get back to that level.
Coach, the big one coming up, Portugal.
Yes.
What's your expectations for
Look,
that one?
which it is a bit fortunate in the sense that we will be getting 8 or 9 players back, which is quite positive. But don't forget that the guys who won't be in, they had a massive experience against the Bulls.
Yes.
So that's a good sort of lesson that they've learned.
Yes.
Now with the 8 guys coming back, we hope they can all train this week with us and settle in, and by next week we are a bit more as a cohesive unit, as
Yes.
a team.
Yes.
And yeah, we're looking forward to the test. You know, it's going to be the same or even better, I suppose. You know, Portugal is a quality outfit international team. You know,
Yes. Thank you so much, Coach.
always a pleasure. Thanks, Otis.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, and starting off with soccer first. Euro 2024 continues. It's almost set who will play in the quarterfinals, and the latest games was played in a group of 16, the round of 16, and it was Turkey that beat Austria by 2-1 for them to advance to the quarterfinals. And it is Demirel that scored early. There was a goal in the first minute and also in the 59th minute for Turkey, and then it was Austria that came back late in the game, but it is Turkey that go through, and they will play against the Netherlands. The Netherlands are way too strong for Romania, beating them by 3-0 and establishing themselves as one of the favourites going into the quarterfinals. It was a substitute, Doniel Mellon, that scored twice for Netherlands. That was in the 83rd and also in the 93rd minute. And it is Saturday, this coming Saturday, that Turkey will play against the Netherlands, and that game will be played at 9 p.m. That is on Saturday. That is a quarter-final game. Going on to Wimbledon tennis, it is still week one. Already there was a big upset in the women's side of the draw. It was defending champion, that is Marketa Vondrousova. She's out of the tournament in the first round, and after winning last year, she lost this year in the first round against Jessica Monteiro of Spain, and the score there was 6-4 and 6-2, and Monteiro is the world number 83, so it was a big surprise. Also in the women's side of the draw, number 1 seed Iga Swiatek safely through. A potentially tough game for her, playing against Sonia Kinnan of the USA. Kinnan is a former major winner, but it was Swiatek that won 6-3 and 6-4 to advance to the second round. And also number 4 seed Elena Rybakina, she safely through to the next round, beating Elena Rose by 6-3 and 6-1. Then on to the men's side of the draw, Novak Djokovic, he won, that is his first round game against Vit Kopriva. He won comfortably 6-1, 6-2 and 6-2. That's good news for him. He had recently knee surgery, and he played with a brace on his knee, but he seems to be doing well in the first round and is through to the second round. Also, Alexander Zverev, the number 4 seed, is safely through to the next round, beating Roberto Biano of Spain, and the score there was 6-2, 6-4 and 6-2. And also 11 seed, that is Stefanos Tsitsipas, one of the early favourites, also through to the second round. And to close off today's international sports news, it is cycling news. It is the Tour de France, the biggest elite cycle tour of the year taking place. It was stage 4, and it was Tadej Pogačar that won the stage. He did well with 20 kilometers to go on the Col du Calvaire. It is a big climb that he broke away, and he won the stage by 35 seconds with Remco Evenepoel second, and then Jonas Vingegaard 37 seconds behind the winner. Those 3 names are probably the favorites to win the tour, that is Tadej Pogačar, Remco Evenepoel and Jonas Vingegaard. In the general classifications, it is Tadej Pogačar now leading. His combined time is 19 hours, 6 minutes and 38 seconds. That's after 4 stages. And it is Remco Evenepoel that is 45 seconds behind him on the general classifications. And then it is Jonas Vingegaard following them by 50 seconds behind Tadej Pogačar. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day, and we talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.